Today we mark 5 years since the United Kingdom left the European Union, a historic moment that redefined the nation's place in the world. Brexit was not a sudden decision, but the culmination of decades of political debate, shifting public opinion and complex negotiations. In this report, we trace the key events that led to Brexit and explore how it unfolded. The UK joined the European Economic Community, or EEC, in 1973, viewing membership as an economic opportunity. However, the relationship was contentious from the start. In 1975, a referendum was held to confirm the UK's membership, with 67% voting to remain. But tensions over sovereignty and EU integration persisted. In the 1980s, Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher strongly opposed the EU gaining more power, particularly policies that could limit the UK's economic control. Her stance aligned with rising Euroscepticism within the Conservative Party.
Chairman or the President of the Commission, Mr. Delors, said at press conference the other day that he wanted the European Parliament to be the democratic body of the community, he wanted the Commission to be the executive, and he wanted the Council of Ministers to be the Senate. No, no, no.
The Maastricht Treaty of 1992 marked a turning point. It transformed the EEC into the European Union, introducing the concept of unified political and economic structure. Many in the UK saw this as a step too far, fueling demands for the country to reclaim its sovereignty.
Economic and monetary union.
The EU's 2004 enlargement, which welcomed 10 new member states, further stoked public debate. The influx of workers from these countries, particularly from Eastern Europe, raised concerns about immigration and its impact on wages, public services and social cohesion. This period saw the rise of the UK Independence Party, led by Nigel Farage, whose central platform was leaving the EU.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
In 2013, Prime Minister David Cameron, under pressure from within his party and the public, promised an in-out referendum on EU membership. He campaigned to remain in the EU, arguing that it was the best way to secure the UK's economic stability and global influence. However, divisions within his party and among the public made the outcome uncertain. The referendum took place on June 23, 2016, with historic turnout of 72%. The result was 51.9% in favour of leaving the EU. This result revealed deep divisions across the UK, with England and Wales largely supporting Brexit, while Scotland and Northern Ireland voted to remain. The Leave campaign, led by figures like Boris Johnson and Michael Gove, focused on themes of sovereignty, control over immigration and reclaiming financial contributions to the EU. In contrast, the Remain campaign warned of economic risks and global isolation.
It was not the result I wanted, nor the outcome that I believe is best for the country I love. But there can be no doubt about the result.
The referendum result sent shockwaves through the political establishment. David Cameron resigned as Prime Minister the day after the vote, paving the way for Theresa May to take over. In March 2017, May invoked Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty, formally starting the 2-year process withdrawing from the EU.
I hope we can all agree we are now at the moment of decision. And I will make every effort to ensure that we are able to leave with a deal and move our country forward.
However, negotiations with the EU proved far more complex than anticipated. Disagreements over trade, the Irish border, and the rights of EU citizens in the UK led to repeated delays and political stalemates. In July 2019, Theresa May resigned after failing to secure support for the Brexit deal. Boris Johnson succeeded her as Prime Minister, promising to get Brexit done.
Now is the moment for us to get Brexit done and then together to work on building our future partnership.
On January 31st, 2020, the UK officially left the EU, entering an 11-month transition period to finalise future trade and regulatory arrangements.
Any regrets? We're leaving. Freedom, democracy, self-governance.
The transition period ended on December 31st of the same year, when the UK exited the EU single market and customs union. This marked the start of a new chapter in UK-EU relations. 5 years after Brexit, its effects continue to unfold. Politically, Brexit has reshaped the UK, fueling debates about the Union's future, particularly in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Economically, the country has faced both opportunities and challenges, including changes in trade patterns and labour shortages in key sectors.